Hey, welcome to the latest edition of the Score Computer, brought to you by Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football. I'm your host, the Smash, Justin Simmons, and I'm not going to lie to you folks, we did not have a good week. Just like the Dallas Cowboys, just like the Texas Longhorns, when it came to on-the-field matters, the Score Computer just couldn't get it right. Why don't you take a look for yourself? Well, like I said, folks, you can see it on your screen for yourself. The Score Computer going 4-4 during bye district. That's the worst we've done since we've been affiliated on Lone Star Gridiron. As for the teams that were able to beat the odds, let's take a look at them. South Lake beating Cedar Hill. The computer thought it was going to be close. The Dragons pulling it out 37-33. Mission Veterans taking care of my boys from Donna 33-21. Austin LBJ won last year. Vista Ridge getting revenge this year, winning 44-27. And the Score Computer had this game 31-30 in favor of Frisco Lucas Lovejoy, dominating 34-10. And hey folks, a quick shout out to the South Grand Prairie Warriors. They took care of business when nobody else thought they would. They came in and beat Euless Trinity, one of the best teams nobody was talking about, one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, and the team that was able to beat #1 nationally ranked De La Salle at the very beginning of the season. So great job to the Warriors. It only gets tougher for them as they'll go to Jerry's World to take on Denton Ryan. Well, we have this week 9 games for you. And yes, that's because I hate ties. I don't want to go 4-4 again. So we've ran the simulations. Let's take a look at the matchups we selected, and let's see how the computer does this week during the area round. We start off in 4A Division II, where it's going to be the Kilgore Bulldogs going against the El Campo Ricebirds. Both teams equal, 8-3 going into this contest, and equal last week. Kilgore beating Hargrave 62-26. It was El Campo beating Wheatley 63-7. Something's got to give here. The computer likes the Ricebirds in this one 28-20. We move to the Central Texas area and up to 5A Division II, where it's going to be the Georgetown Eagles taking on the Bernie champion Chargers in what looks to be a very tight contest. Now, the Georgetown Eagles were barely able to get into the playoffs, but they played well down the stretch, and the computer respects that, thinking that the Eagles will win this contest 41-38. Bumping up to 5A Division I is the Temple Wildcats, looking to get back to the state title game, where they'll take on Houston Stratford. Now, as you can see, the Wildcats, the #4 ranked team according to LSG. Houston Stratford, #5. 2 very good teams in this one, both very talented. But the computer really likes the Wildcats' chances to get back to those state finals, 42-28. Folks, it's going to be a 6A heavy show and for good reason. We'll start off in 6A Division II, where it's the Lake Travis Cavaliers taking on the Spring Westfield Mustangs, the LSG's #5 ranked team going against the #8 ranked team. Lake Travis was able to take care of Pflugerville last week 48-0. Spring Westfield winning 35-14. The computer likes the Cavs on a Saturday, 35-24. On to the DFW in 6A Division I action, and well, would you look at that. It's those South Lake Carroll Dragons. Another tough test this week, as they'll have to take on Denton Geyer, as the Wildcats are looking for the upset. It's Lone Star Gridiron's #12 Dragons going against the #28 ranked Wildcats. The computer thinks that Denton Geyer is going to get 28. However, it thinks the South Lake Carroll Dragons are going to score more. It has them winning this one 48-28. We move to Round Rock, where Cedar Ridge will be hosting Atacosita. The Eagles will have to travel to the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex to take on the Raiders, who have played pretty well at home. Both these teams look very even. LSG has Cedar Ridge ranked as their #29th ranked team in the state. The computer has this one so very close, but it has the Raiders moving on 35-31. We move on down to my home area of this great state of Texas and on to the Rio Grande Valley, where it looks to be an instant classic. The old school, the Harlingen Cardinals, one of the best teams from the RGV, taking on Trevor Spites. If you haven't heard of the kid, look him up. And the #27th ranked McAllen Memorial Mustangs. The Mustangs haven't lost a game all season. This one looks to be another close one. Cardinals, known for good defense, but I don't know if they can stop Spites. The computer doesn't think so. Has the Mustangs winning 38-36. We finish our slate here in 6A Division I with a classic matchup of the old school. It is Austin Westlake taking on the Woodlands, the Highlanders, against the Chaparrals. And if you know anything about Highlanders, well, there can only be one. This is the LSG's number 20th ranked Highlanders going against the number 11th ranked Chaparrals. I think Sam Ellinger and company. will have the magic touch in this one. The computer likes the chaps. 35-31. And folks, surprise, surprise, we finish up what looks to be the best game in the entire state. 5A, Division II. Kerrville-Tybee traveling to Birkelback here in Georgetown, Texas to take on Cedar Park. It is the Antlers going against the Black Rain defense of the Timberwolves. Number 2 versus number 6. And to top it all off, they brought us back. Yes, Game of the Week will be back on the air for this one on 105.3 Classic FM here in the Austin, Texas area. If you're looking for a game to listen to on Friday night, I assure you this is the one that you need to listen to. You can listen to it on theclassicfm.com. It's going to be me and Garrett Green in this classic in the making. 47-35, the computer thinks Cedar Park wins this one. Of course, we want to hear about all your stories, where you're at during the playoffs. If you have any comments or questions, please call the voice line here at Lone Star Gridiron at 713-568-6361. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. Hopefully the score computer will do a little bit better. If you're traveling around the state for these playoff games in the area around, of course, be safe, have fun. We have some really good ones going on this week. Hey, if I don't get to see you for Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to try to make you an episode while we're on the road, but I have a feeling that the production value is not going to be anywhere as good as we have it right now. Well, that's the show, and again, Texas forever.